TANSI, Yate, Sogosh. Greetings, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the other side of the world. I do apologize for not coming on. I meant to come on yesterday, but I got kind of busy, so I didn't come in. But let's wait for everyone to join in, give a few more minutes for people to come in, and let's talk about the last live we had. Okay. Say Pamela, how are you? Lisa Ann, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Let's go ahead and wait a few more minutes for others to join us. Roger, say sweetheart, how are you? I wanted to know, how did you enjoy the live that I had with the nephew? Did you all thought it was interesting? Okay. Tanya, don't say sweetheart. Thank you for joining. You know, I do want to say one thing though. I want people to know that I am true. I'm not someone that doesn't care, and I care for everyone. Somebody says, well, your subscribers, you're losing them. That's okay. It's gonna fluctuate up and down, up and down. It doesn't matter. But I just hope it's not the ones that I care that just leave. Because if it is, then I would like you to, let me know why you left. But I try my best to communicate with everybody. Sometimes it's a little different. So I know that there are many that are asking questions. Are you going to invite in people? Who are you going to interview? Well, those who want me to interview them, I'll interview. Come on my panel. Like I'm going to say, if you want to join right now, come on. Come and join. I'll even put it on here. You can cover your face. You don't have to, show who you are. You say your name or just give a different name. Tell me your experience. But I wanted to go over some of what we did and ask you, what did you think of the live? With my nephew from Navajo Nation. I thought it was very interesting. Hello, Mickey. How are you? I think it was very strong. I think it was awesome, positive, sharing the strong stories. Him and his brother, their journey is to do this podcast, and he's carrying it. They both are. And I really enjoy it. Okay. So I oh, hold on 1 second. I gotta tell him to get me something. Sorry. The pads that you went home before? Huh? Can you get the 4 pads? I can hear it working. No, the sheets. Uh-huh. Oh, everything not under there. It's not in the back. I'll look again, but I don't see any. I need Swippers. If not, I'm gonna do old fashioned as I do. Washcloths on the bottom of it, tie it up, clean it. Because I can't get on my knees to mop. I used to do that, but no, cannot do it no more. So thank you for saying Papa Squatch. He's been on the go since this morning. I got up at 7 with him, and I said, "Oh no, I'm going back." My hands were hurting and my hip, so and I'm trying to catch up to him when he comes back. All right. Before I go back talking about the live, let me notes. Here we go. So Monday the 20th. Okay. Let's give some good morning shout outs. Pamela, Tanse, Oki, Lisa Ann, greetings, Roger, sweetheart, Tanse, Hope, Tanya, greetings, much blessings, Mickey, Tanse, Robin, Kunini Neshe. Let's see who else. Mickey. Aho. Yate. Okay. Getting ready for a road trip. Oh, where are we going? Tell me, where are we going? Don't whistle at night. That's his merchant. You know, it'll take you there too. That's right. Gosh darn it, what do they want to know? Someone very special is in the hospital and it's not doing well. So I did some prayers and I feel that, got to continue them. Thank you so much, Pamela, for putting links in there. Ray County Museum in Richmond. Oh, wow. That is wonderful. For a ghost. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Sage. Bye. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Hello, Carson. Mama Grandpa, we are riding out the holiday here. Entire West Coast is burning. Love from Washington. Yes. there's a lot that's going on right now. Uncle from Canada, and it's a blessing that I have them in my life. And um, it hurts me when I find out things are um, not good, and it was they were supposed to come on my show on Monday, the 20th, and she says, "Okay, we're gonna come." I said, "Okay, but if Uncle's not, don't." And up in Alberta, there's was very, very heavy, and she's like, "I don't know." He's like trying to cough, but blood was coming out when he was coughing. I says, "No, take him in. Don't worry about me on the show and everything." And she goes, "Well, this is the second time I'm not showing up." It's okay. I don't care what anybody says. It's I know you've always been here for me, and I'm honored. Believe me. So Auntie said that maybe it's not meant for her or both of them to come on, because every time they come on, she says sometimes she could feel the ugliness through the internet. And I said, I know, I feel them too. But again, she's 90 years old, and Uncle comes from the Navajo Nation in Arizona, and he has taught me a lot of things, and I'm honored by it. Even making the earrings. He says you can even get a nickel, drill a hole, you can make an earring. I said, that is true. I've seen that. He says you can do with silver. You can do with many, many things. When you want to put colors together, he says you're more of a medicine. The medicine will. That's more powerful. That way, when you are praying as you're making it, if you say you do, the people will be honored. I said, yes, some don't want to purchase anymore. It's going more that slow time again. And then it goes, well, then push for the protection bags. Because those are honor. It's an honor to have it. Listening to a 95-year-old man tell you something and give you good advice, even when it comes to family. He says there's some times that, family is not at the right mind and doesn't understand what they're saying at the time. So don't be so hard. And I thank him for this. So let's go on and read on here. Let's see. Okay. Mikey says, "Oh, it's Pamela. I will tell you who I just want to be happy." All right. And I understand. Brandon keeps asking if we can leave yet. He's ready to get on the road. So, anyway, how did you guys enjoy my nephew, Don Yaze? What did you think, or how did you feel about his connection? I need to scoot these up because I feel like I'm so distant. It was an honor and a deep blessing to have a protection medicine bag. And it's many prayers for sure. Hi, hi, hi. You know, as we say hi, hi, eh, or wow, iwana worshipni. I've come to learn over the years how it teaches and continues to show different blessings of way of saying thank you and for many things. I could sense his intensity right away. I feel blessed he would share his personal experience. Yes. Um, nephew is very intelligent. Him and his brother. During at times we all try to understand each other, even from different tribals, but we're one. Some don't want to, and that's okay. I need to order a medicine bag soon for Brandon and I. You let me know when you're ready. You can get hold of me on my email or messenger. There has been many times, as we tell our children and relatives, we lead to guidance and protection from the forest here, forest up here, because Mother Earth and the Father, our Creator, they have many different children, which are called creatures, entities, or cryptids. You might even have some that are a spirit, and that it's still unsettled. Even as my nephew said, yes, they still wander all over the world. This is their way of traveling. Some have heartache. Some are so happy and joy they still want to give out. You'd be surprised. Now, even he has mentioned the it many times. Okay, Lisa Ann. It's okay for our relatives to say it. But if you've been blessed, if you have been taught by the elders, and we do this for them because that way they can, when they are speaking of it on the podcast and teaching others, it's what's intent, not by calling, it's by teaching. So that is important. Pamela says, I love all the energy Dr. is putting forward to continue the old stories and language in old ways. Yes, that is right. Maxima, greetings. How are you? Okay. So, I hope everyone did understand where he was coming from, explaining how he is, what he does. It's important that our relatives, our young ones, teach what's good on lunch break for a little while. Well, thank you. Sometimes it is really difficult for for others to understand the natives' way. But if you know different natives that, it's sad for me to say that just want to drink, and it's because they hold so much anger and hurt. They're not relieving it. They're not having that clearness in their minds. So they drown themselves in alcohol. I remember once before another um, subscriber had told me, yeah, I kind of remember the one I hang out with drinks, and he's a native. I remember that. But it's not just all natives, it's all human beings. And that's where, sometimes if you don't understand what you're going through, and people hit the bottle or the can, there's time to put it down, to rethink things. Don't allow it to take over you. And yes, we're human beings just like everyone. Some feel it's easier to do that. It's many, many, many times they have unsettled things and struggle. Yes, many struggles across many cultures. That's very true. But when you are intoxicated and you're going into the forest, it's not good. No. A person had emailed me telling me that they went in the forest and they were drinking, and he got lost. He couldn't remember where his campsite was. So, oh, that breeze feels good. I could stand there and allow the breeze to come over me, cleanse me with the weather winds. My dad had a bad drink when I was young. He had things to do with his veteran war. It's a lot of us from military too. I don't drink or take anything to have me mess up. Sometimes it's the drinking, sometimes it's just overthinking. I tend to overthink things myself. I ask myself, why am I judging myself again? Do I sense that something is wrong? But yes, many cultures do go through many different things. And it's hard. And my door opened up. I'm like, wait a minute, why does it feel 2 drops? Oh, goodness. It's like, what was it? The night before. It was Sunday evening. 2 o'clock in the morning, the TV came on. I asked my husband, you have it set? He goes, no. Okay. So I need to fix me. Oh, let me close the back door. Excuse me. If you're not getting a chance to be good, you're not coming in. You're not allowed. I want to put this bed outside and bring the couch, but I don't know. I'm not sure about it. Oh, goodness. All right. So I know I have the same people in here like I did when I had nephew on. Was there any question that you wanted to ask that you didn't get to ask? Maybe I can answer. Tansei Miki. I'm going to ask a random question about a medicine man. Did they sometimes use peyote? That's a yes and no question. The men will do different things than because business. Um, they are them. I don't do what they do. But again, there are many that have. Do you know what it is? Can you tell me what you know about it or what you heard about? I don't like the glare. Sorry. Yeah. Ooh, shoulder hurts. You're welcome. Some don't think Toyota is right way for things. True. It's my opinion, my honest opinion. No, you shouldn't. Medicine woman, man. Different cultures, they like to be called the holy man or Sherman. Those that use it want to speak of devil. That's what I say. It's okay. Many, yes, they do use for many things. But when you are also doing it for the wrong reason, it can come back on the person and that. Mm-mm. Correct, masculine. I heard that the W word is a being or spirit that can cause people to do cameras or other transcendence, and I don't know how true. Are you speaking of the Winkalu? Because many times shifting into things can be disturbing and hurtful, because if you were going to do something like they did in the old days on certain medicine men or holy men that likes to do evilness, that's what they use. Hi, hi. I agree. That's yeah. I recently burned sage seasoning on the fire while cooking trout. The sage is exact. I use sage every day and night. So it can, by burning it, it just means, you're trying to keep your home, yourself, your family protected. Um, if you love to burn sage because of the smell, that's wonderful. But your intentions is what you're burning. What is your intention burning the sage? Cannibals is a sacrifice and medicine for me. The mushroom have been a long time in spiritual journey when I go. Many times everyone always tends to have different ways. Certain cultures um, do and will use it for either rekindling with many spirits. So, just as long as you understand your purpose, what you do with it. Different sages has beautiful scents. Also, when burning them, you can smell the difference. If you grow it, you have to bring it in at midterm or before it is completely dry. So that way, when you picked it half of the time from growing, then you hang it up upside down. So then when it's time, you can like click, 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 and bundle your smudge sticks. When I do grab the wild sage, like from Nevada, every time we go, I always get some, and I bundle them and I hang them upside down in the shed. And then I clip them and put some together. And when they're ready, I put them in my baskets. So when they're ready to go, I put the yarn around and I bless it to the person that had ordered it. And sometimes I even put more, even when they buy a kit. I try to put different sages, you know, lavender, wild uh, white sage, regular sage, or pine or cedar or palo. Many different sages are really for different ceremonies, but when a person doesn't understand the meaning of it, then that's what I write down what it could be for. It could be for health. It could be for ceremonies. It could be in prayers to protect your own home, or you individual just want to burn that sage for you. As long as you have positive intentions on when you're burning it. Sage is strong on its own, but like Mama, because it's yes. You're welcome, Mickey. Yes, you're right, Maxim. Um, You know, and everyone has their opinion, and it's fine. If you even want to consult with a medicine woman or medicine man, a holy man, a Sherman, same thing. You know, if you know what your intentions is, it's fine. If you feel that in your heart and mind and body needs this, and yes, it is your opinion and it's great. Tanse face, how are you? Ah, Mama, would you say that sweet grass is the same as sage as far as certain weights? Sweet grass, I'll show you. Oh, my back and hips are killing me this morning. I'm very terrible last night. When people order, I always send them little sweet grasses. And what I do, sometimes the little ones, I'll put it above my door. Or the big ones, I put them in my car for helping me in my journey, where my journey is leaving me to. If it's going home to Nevada, I have it there. And yes, you can burn it too. It is also a protection to remove negativity and stop the evil from coming into your home. Sweetgrass, if you're around this sweetgrass, I love the smell of it. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, I have my mom used to use that iron pan, the little one. We used that in our shell. So yes, hola, Tanse, JP. But the sweetgrass, some cultures do not understand what the sweetgrass does. So you can use it in ceremonies. You can use it, like I said, to cleanse your home too. And depending what your mind wants to do, because it's important when you go in prayers and you want to, maybe I should put a new one in my car. I have two in my car in my terrain, and I have one in my PT. Um, you get the sweetgrass when they're green, and you tie it at one end. You can use string, yarn. Some people use rubber bands, but I don't. Myself, I don't believe in doing it with rubber band. If you have to keep it together tight, then that's okay. But I get it when it's really green, and I start braiding it. As I'm praying on each lobe, I'm doing a prayer, just like you would do with the beads, the rosemary beads. Same thing. So, and I try not to put hair because it will dry it out, and it's okay. But if you get sweet water, if you get sweet grass, uh, handle it like you would do your other sages, you know, because it is important that they be handled peacefully, because the intention of it goes a long way, and it's such a beautiful scent. If you do, make sure you grab it from the ground properly. Get the root of it, so that way, and you have to mix your dirt a little bit and make sure you're doing it the right way. It's just like almost when you're growing rice. It's almost the same thing. But please, to have a healthy, you feed it, you talk to it, and you ask, bring me positive and guide me. And it be a blessing, I promise. So, okay, has anyone else had any questions about nephew being on with me? Have you checked out Don't Whistle at Night? Of course. I'm here to share stories, help you with the forest people, the Stangas, Dogman, the It, the Winglow, the Rake, and also other paranormal. I mean, there's so many creatures, children that are there, and that um, many people don't understand why. But these are Mother Earth and the Creator's children, you know, as we are to them, because there are many different satangas. You know, there's, oh, excuse me, I was hoping I was not going to yawn. You know, you got the Yetis, you got the Wallows, you got satangas, Sasquatch, Bigfoots, the hairy man, the the ape man in the woods, they say. Every name you can think of, that between the people and the relatives, giving the creatures these names to understand who they are. But even when you're camping or hiking in the forest, don't you always feel relieved and calm? Because you know how you're going in there. And let's see, did I miss somebody coming? Ah, that's beautiful. Put your feet in the water and cleanse your body. It helps cleanse your soul and your mind, body, mind, and soul. It helps cleanse you, and it's good to bring back balance. Um, you know, many different people ask different questions. Why does this person doesn't understand the Bigfoot, the Satangas, Sasquatch? Why are they? You know, say just a hairy man. No, they're more than that. People have been asking me to help understand who they are. And when you are trying to understand yourself, how can you answer to others if you yourself don't understand? So it's important to learn, to understand, to give another person the information. It's about sharing and allowing others to help you. Does the whistling at night always bring negative result? Yes, I say yes. There are many people disagree, so they do it anyway because they say, "Oh, we're not scared." Well, what if it does come to you close and whistles back? And so that's going to trans your mind. And there you go, you're zapped. You have no idea. You're going in circles, round and round. And you're like, wait a minute, I've been through here. This is why I say don't whistle at night. Because you're going to hear some Tongas do whistle. They'll whistle because they know who you are. But the Winkalo and the It, they whistle to confuse your mind. And when you're having that confusion, you're lost for a second. So it is very important that you don't lose your mind. That's TANSI, Denny, and Andres. Greetings. Thank you for joining. So yes, it is important that you don't whistle, but I can't control the person. So if they're whistling and they're doing a live or investigation out there in the woods and you're whistling, you better prepare yourself what comes. Because not just paranormal will be popping in. Could be other things, and it can transfer your mind to make you feel very confused. And you don't want that. And I understand a lot of the investigators do certain things to test the forts, but for doing for so many years, and then you're actually wondering, am I doing right? Am I harming myself or am I harming somebody? So I would say it's not a good thing to do, but I cannot control the person that does it. There are other people do it. They say, "Oh, I'm not going to do it because I believe what you say." But then again, you're going to do it anyway. And this is why I tell people, if you want to start something, you better understand that when it comes, and if you urinate on yourself because you saw something that you shouldn't really want to, or didn't want to see it, it's going to come at you. And this is where a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm strong. There ain't nothing out there." Okay. If you feel that being loud and crazy, then you're interfering what's in the forest because it will zap the poop out of you. And I can tell when people are just ignorant and want to keep doing it. Okay, you're filming and you're trying to talk to people on your chat as you're going live, and then you come into a certain area and then, ooh, got to go chill. Be careful with that cold chill. I promise you, be careful. Okay, Sage says, in the 1920s, my grandmother and her dad would ride horses over the pass to attend school and work. One trip, they were being remarried and made wolf calls. That night, there was a pack of wolves on the ridge. Was it the wolf or was it something else? Because you got to remember too, the wind can shift, so can an it. And they do come in forms of wolves, fox. I haven't seen a bear yet. I've been told about a bear, but everything else. Many times when, don't be offended, please, non-native, the people that do this, and I know this for fact, in 1946, the Americans were riding on their wagon, and they were coming from a friend's property, enjoying supper. They left. It was just about, well, sunlight went down already. There's no light, so they have their little um, lantern. And between their distance from the house to theirs, they had to go over a mountain. And mind you, there are trees, so you don't know what is there. But they had a hard time because they were attacked for doing that because he didn't understand. And his wife had told him, don't do this. In church, they said you shouldn't be whistling, not at night. I wonder how they know. But again, they did. And there was many wolves around them. The parents didn't get hurt. The child did. It got bit. And that child got sick. They had to go far away to get medicine for that child. And that child passed. I have a lot of stories I was told like this. And this is why I don't whistle at night. And I tell people you shouldn't whistle. But if you know what you're doing, I hope you'll be safe. That will always be a mystery. If it wasn't it that was back in the ages where you would carry a Winchester or, oh, yeah, he did, and that didn't help. But again, when you're entering the forest, the woods with firearm, I still say if they're going to come at you, you ain't going to have time by pulling it. Now, a lot of authors, people that write books and journals and make them into fiction, and they say, hey, this happened. Because sometimes what they do is they put their story into the book and someone else's story into the book. And then that's why they have so many books. But again, the person that actually got her was not that person. They say, how can you write something so deeply that was personal? Sometimes they do, and sometimes they will. But when I'm telling you, don't do this at night, and you're doing it, and you're noticing it's not just the Satangas on there, but many of the star people. The star people will come out, and there's different star peoples. I believe there's 5 different kinds, and I was told. Now, there are many that are aggressive, just as the Satangas, the Dogman. There are some that want to communicate. There are star people that give so much vibration and energy that they light up and give you different colors and lights. They can be short, they can be tall, they can be skinny. I've never seen one big. I never heard of one being big, but we all don't know really. But from the stories that we've been told, as it is in our mountains, from the ancestors telling us, the big man is with the line going stripes, that little things going down. It is sorry. It is because he's crying. And then you have the other one with the cross on the face. That's the female. Then you have the little ones with the long hands, fingers. That's the juvenile. Then they talk about the thunderbirds. Then they talk about they have shown like lines like this. It's because it's the spaceship of the star people. And then you see them up there, the star people with big heads, long neck, and arms, fingers. Some are 6, some are 5, some are 4. But many times we tell our families, our relatives, many different stories. I have a lot of stories that my mom had told me. I have many stories that my auntie told me. Mama Rainfeather, the same thing. I have shared many stories with you. And I still have more, and I will continue. Just as nephew says, we are out there, you have to show the kindness, but your intentions is not to go crazy and wild out there. If you want to see, then you need to have your eyes open, your mind to be calm, as well as your heart. You want to have a communication with certain creatures out there. Have your heart calm, your eyes open, your mind, and be patient, and things will come to you. If you speak of it, come to me. I want to meet you. How can I meet you? I've been coming into this forest every day, and it's all about kindness, respect, and understanding. Many people don't want to share and understand that, but honestly, it's a lot of respect. Yes, you're right, Vinny, respect. Because they were here before us. We are the third generation. The 2 generations will be the forest people, the Satangas. First generation, the giants. So the Satangas have relatives too, which is a Yeti. They come over here, combined, took some Satangas over there, and they all go to different Europe, Asia, Africa. They are all over. They come together and make their own clan. Just as humans, we get a significant other, a partner, and we make our own clan. We have our own juveniles running around. It's true. It's the same thing. My goodness, it is Gigi. You're MIA and you are on the naughty list. Well, I want to tell everyone, be kind to yourself, because you are important just as well everyone else. Forgive those who have done things to you. Forgive them. If things have been hard between friendship, forgive them. Like I tell my children, harsh words or even putting hands, that's not no. It's not right. You have to learn that everyone has their opinions and understanding. Some are more friendly, some are more kinder. But if you are just one to bark, 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 no, don't be negative. You have to remember, and as I tell everybody on here too, when you're going into the forest, be kind, Leave all your ugliness out there because you're coming in to the forest where it's beautiful. Lift all that out of you. Allow yourself to believe what all the trees can do, all the creatures. Breathe the air in there. Sometimes it'll smell like eucalyptus. Release it. But remember too, you want to enjoy yourself in there. You might come across a bear. You might come across a mountain lion. You might come across, you don't know, because that's their home. The forest is their home. Owls, bears, wild squirrels, lizards, snakes, worms, different kinds of birds. You'll even be surprised if one will follow you. A squirrel will be chattering because they're letting others know that a human has entered the forest. Until you are right with them, then they'll be, oh, you might hear them singing, or you might hear them walking with you, or you never know. There could be a satanga watching or a dogman. But if you're coming too close to the nest where the juveniles, they'll redirect you. But again, be kind to yourself. Remember that. Gigi. So I am going to come to an end. And I'm truly blessed to have so many people that come here, stay for a bit, and then leave. And then those out there that don't want to come in, but they're watching from out there. I can always feel you. But that's okay. That's all right. That means you still care. I do know that, like I said, we all have to learn to forgive, because that's important. The Creator of Mother Earth would want that. But if you cannot, then that's hard on you. But for myself, I don't want anything lingering or having anything heavy on me. I believe that the Creator always tells me, forgive those, pray for them. And if you care to reach out, then reach out. No harm done. I respect everyone, and I want everyone to enjoy their day. Many blessings to you. May the Creator Mother Earth bring much love, health, and infinity, because it's important. I do wish everyone a happy day. Many blessings to you all. Thank you for joining. I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw. If you are looking for protection medicine bags, so when you are going to a hike or camping or investigating these forests, you can reach me for a protection medicine bag. Also, I do have smudge kits. I'm still thinking of how to do a raffle. What am I going to do a raffle for? And there will be just two small, first place and second place for smudge kits, but they're going to be small ones. I'm still on the process of thinking how I want to do this, for what reason. I have to let the Creator come to me in my mind and help me. Hi. Thank you. Now, I will be having some more guests. I haven't gotten a final answer. And when I do, I'll let everyone know who that special guest will be. All right. Until I see you again, take care, love yourself, and say hello to others because they might need to hear that. All right. TANSI, have a good day. Bye bye.